My friend fell in love with my husband and decided to kiss him right in front of me. The air was thick with tension, a silence so profound it felt like a living entity. I sat there frozen, as my friend leaned in, her lips brushing against my husband's. It was a moment suspended in time, a betrayal unfolding in slow motion. The world around us faded, leaving only the three of us in that suffocating bubble of disbelief. "Are you serious?" I thought, my heart pounding in my chest. I had always trusted her, confided in her, shared my dreams and fears. And now, here she was, crossing a line that should have been sacred. My husband, caught in the whirlwind of her audacity, responded with a kiss that shattered the very foundation of our lives. It was as if they had forgotten I existed, as if I were merely a ghost haunting the edges of their twisted romance. The moment stretched, and I felt the heat of betrayal wash over me, igniting a fire deep within. I could have screamed, could have thrown a glass, but instead, I chose silence. I watched, my heart breaking, as they pulled away from each other, their eyes wide with shock as they finally registered my presence. The realization hit them like a tidal wave, but it was too late. The damage was done. In the days that followed, I was a woman transformed. The betrayal fueled a resolve I never knew I had. I began to plot my revenge, not with petty acts of spite, but with a calculated precision that would leave them both reeling. I sought legal counsel, my sister by my side, a fierce ally in this battle for my dignity and my child. "Let's make them pay," she said, her voice steady and unwavering. Together, we gathered evidence, piecing together a case that would expose their betrayal to the world. I felt empowered, each document signed and filed a step closer to reclaiming my life. As the lawsuit unfolded, the courtroom became a battleground. I stood before the judge, my heart racing, as I recounted the events that had led me to this moment. My voice trembled, but I held my head high, fueled by the support of my sister, who sat in the front row, her eyes fierce with determination. "Your Honor," I began, "this isn't just about a kiss. It's about trust, about the sanctity of marriage, and the love I had for both of them." I could see the flicker of sympathy in the judge's eyes, and it gave me strength. The revelations came like a storm, each piece of evidence a thunderclap that echoed through the courtroom. Text messages, photographs, and witness testimonies painted a picture of betrayal that was impossible to ignore. My husband's face paled as the truth unfolded, and I could see the weight of his choices crashing down upon him. But it was my friend who crumbled first. Under the pressure of the evidence, she broke down, her sobs echoing in the silence of the courtroom. "I'm so sorry," she cried, her voice cracking. "I never meant for it to go this far." I felt a strange mix of satisfaction and sorrow. This was the woman I had once called my best friend, and now she was a shadow of her former self, stripped of her bravado. The climax of the trial came when my sister took the stand. Her testimony was powerful, a heartfelt account of the love and support I had given to both my husband and my friend. "She deserves better than this," she said, her voice unwavering. "She deserves to be happy, to be free from the pain they've caused her." With each word, I felt the tide turning in my favor. The jury's expressions shifted, their sympathy palpable. I could see the realization dawning on them, the understanding that this was not just a personal betrayal, but a violation of trust that rippled through our lives. When the verdict was finally read, it felt like the world had shifted on its axis. I had won. The judge ruled in my favor, granting me custody of my child and a settlement that would ensure my independence. My husband and my friend were left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives, their once bright futures now dimmed by the weight of their choices. As I walked out of the courtroom, my sister by my side, I felt a sense of liberation wash over me. I had reclaimed my power, my dignity, and my future. The road ahead was uncertain, but I was ready to face it, stronger than ever. In the days that followed, I found solace in the small moments: my child's laughter, the warmth of the sun on my skin, the quiet strength of my sister's presence. I realized that while betrayal had tried to break me, it had only forged a new path, one filled with resilience and hope. But as I lay in bed one night, staring at the ceiling, a haunting thought crept into my mind. What if they had never kissed? What if I had never found out? Would I still be the same person, or would I have remained blissfully unaware, trapped in a lie? The truth is, Sometimes the things that shatter us can also set us free. And in that moment of reflection, I understood that the kiss that had once felt like the end was, in fact, the beginning of a new chapter 1, where I would write my own story, unencumbered by the ghosts of the past.